What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Frankie Freako. So this was the first time watch for me. I've heard about this movie. It randomly popped up on my Google homepage one day. I think it was around the time it was coming out, or maybe a little bit before, but yeah, it came up on my Google homepage a while ago, like a year ago or something, and this seemed like something that was right up my alley. It's more of a independent movie. It's like a little creature movie, and it's kind of a '80s homage. So I was like, this is right up my alley. I want to check it out one day, and I kind of forgot about it for the longest time, and then I open up Tubi and I realize that it's on there. So I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this while it's on there. So after watching it, I'm telling you what, my initial my initial thought that I was gonna like this and it was gonna be right up my alley was absolutely correct, because I had a really good time with this. I thought it was funny. I really liked the creatures. I thought it was really unique. It was fresh, and it was a nice homage to the '80s. So yeah, this movie was super solid. Um, Definitely would recommend. So jumping into a plot summary, the movie focuses around this character Connor, and Connor is very uptight, and everyone around him keeps telling him like, "Hey, dude, you're too uptight." And one night he's watching this antique show, and he does something kind of out of character. He calls this party hotline, because when he's watching the antique show, there's this ad for this party hotline, and the ad is hosted by none other than Frankie Freako. And after Connor calls this party hotline, Frankie Freako and his buddies, they just show up to Connor's house. They wreak havoc. They destroy the entire interior of his house. You got spray paint everywhere. Everything's broken. All Connor's girlfriend's sculptures are all destroyed. Like, his house is a disheveled mess now. And the Freakos are kind of tormenting his life. They turn his life, upside down. And a little bit later on, Connor realizes that the Freakos are from another planet, and Connor and the Freakos eventually get transported to their home planet, and they face off against the Freakos' rival. And it like the final showdown is epic. It's like a video game final boss battle. You got some great creature effects. But yeah, that's the basic plot summary. Basically, Connor calls up this party hotline hosted by Frankie Freako. The Freakos come, they torment him, and they all eventually team up to face the Freakos' rival. So there you go. And in the process, Connor comes out of his shell a little bit. You get some growth and development, and he's still uptight. He won't swear ever, and he keeps it pretty vanilla in the bedroom. He'll just pretty much just hold his girlfriend's hand, but he comes out of his shell a little bit, and towards the end of the movie, he's like, you know what, let's go to the bedroom. We're about to get freaky with it. I'm gonna hold both your hands, baby. So he definitely he turned into a straight freak. Like, the Freakos, they did their magic, they did their thing, and yeah, Connor, he glowed up. He hit his glow up. So it was beautiful film. So like I said, this movie is inspired by 80s little creature movies, stuff like Ghoulies, stuff like Gremlins. Ghoulies I've never seen. I should watch those. I'm pretty sure they're put out by Full Moon Features, and I'm a big Full Moon fan. Gremlins and Gremlins 2 I've seen. It's been ages. I saw those when I was a little kid. I just remember like Phoebe Cates' character would always be talking about her dad, and I think he was like really creepy. And then I don't know, I remember what's his name. Is it Zach Galligan is the guy's name? He's in Waxwork, and I really like Waxwork, so I don't know. Like I remember he's in that, but yeah, Gremlins. I really don't remember anything. Like I would watch that when I was like a real little guy, but I haven't seen it in ages. But yeah, this is like an homage to those type of films. It's like inspired by them, and another notable fun fact. I'm like a Snapple out here. I hit you. I'm like a Snapple like bottle cap, not the whole drink. I'm like a Snapple bottle cap. You know, I hit you with some fun facts. I hit you with some behind the scenes knowledge. This isn't behind the scenes. I just took it off the Wikipedia, but it's pertinent to the video. So yeah, this is directed by the director of Psycho Gorman, which I haven't seen that either. I gotta see that. My old manager's girlfriend was a fan of that, and she was into like B horror movies, and my manager was like talking about that like her girlfriend was really into Psycho Gorman and like B horror movies, and I'm like, yo, if she's into the B horror movies like that and thinks it's good, like I gotta check it out. But I never checked that out either. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm slacking out here, but yeah, this is directed by the director of Psycho Gorman, so that's notable. Yeah, the production company that put this out, they've done like quite a bit of like notable indie movies, like indie horror movies. So I definitely wanna, after watching this, I definitely wanna check out more of their stuff. So that would be cool. So jumping into, the meat and potatoes here, I'm telling you what, this movie had a just beautiful look. The lighting, the color grading, like when you would see exterior shots, the way they color graded the skyline, like if it's evening, if it's sunset, the skyline is looking like straight cotton candy. Like the color grading, the lighting, beautiful. Like just fantastic. All of the sets, all of the like the production design was top notch. Once Connor's house is just obliterated, you got spray paint everywhere, you got paint cans hanging from fans, you got like holes in the wall, you got everything's all smashed up. It looks awesome. And then once they go to like the Freako's home planet, that's really cool. Some of the stuff, like the some of the exterior shots are CGI, but they look really good. It's like well done CGI, and this movie has a little bit of CGI, but it's mostly practical, and like they use CGI when they absolutely need to, and it looks good. So yeah, the exterior shots in the Freako's home planet look cool. The interiors, like all the whole like the villain's lair looks cool. So yeah, the look of this movie is fantastic, and I really like the score too. There's like this main theme that plays throughout, and it's like synthwave or retro wave, which I'm a big fan of. I mean, I like a lot of 80s synthy music, but I also like that synthwave, retro wave stuff. Like I like Home. That's a good artist. I don't know if it's a band or one person. I like Home. There's this one synthwave artist that I like called Windows 96. I like that. There's a bunch of stuff that I have like in my likes that I don't recall off the top of my head, but I like that type of music. So yeah, the score is on point for me. So there you go. Great look, great sound. I dig it. Jumping into another point here. So this movie, it's a horror comedy. You gotta talk about the comedy. I mean, I probably should say you should talk about the horror first, because it's a horror comedy. It's not a comedy horror, but we're talking about the comedy, okay? Because this is my review. I can do what I want to do, okay? So just quit pressuring me. This is too much pressure. I'm joking. I got no pressure here. I just flip the camera on, chillax, talk my shit, call it a day. So I don't know why I talk with my hands so much. Got the notes. You'll never see that. That's exclusive. That's for the Patreon. That's for the OnlyFans. If you want the notes, you gotta hit my Patreon and my OnlyFans. Just throw me a couple $100 thou wow we'll call it a day. So anyways, back to the topic at hand. The comedy is fantastic. So one like little comedic sequence that I liked is the Freakos, like they like pour all this glue onto Connor's boss, and he's like just completely glued to the ground, and he just says, he's like, I always knew this would happen. Like, like what the F, dude? I always knew I would get glued to the ground by a bunch of like freaky little monster dudes. Like, he didn't say that, but he's like, I knew this would happen one day. That was really random and funny. I like how Connor, like, okay, they really play up the fact that he's a square and he's uptight. He, he never swears, no matter the circumstance. Like, he gets in some pretty tense situations in the movie, but he's always hitting you with the alternative curse words, which I respect, because I'm always like on here like, what the heck, like, and instead of saying hella, I'll be like, that's hecka cool, bro. That's hecka cool. Like, honestly, man, alternative curse words are cool, because even though curse words are cool, you got to use them sparingly. You know, you can't, if you overuse curse words, it's diminishing returns really quickly. Like, you look very uncool very quickly. You know what I mean? So the alternative curse words, I'm a fan of them, and yet, like, whenever Connor's in a tense situation, it's like, what the heck? He's like, you gotta be heckin' kidding me. Like, he'll say heckin'. I'm gonna start adopting that. You're gonna catch me in videos after this. I'm gonna be like, man, that's heckin' stupid. So yeah, and then another one that he uses, like, he'll be like something crazy. He'll be like, holy shoot! Like, that's great stuff. Like, he's the king. He is the man when it comes to alternative curse words. So I thought all that was really funny. His whole character was funny. He was great. I liked the lead in this. He was the man. And another standout funny thing. There's like a lot of stuff, but I just wrote down some, you know, like my top 3 funny aspects and moments. So another thing that I really liked is later on in the movie they had this cleaning montage where they're cleaning the house, and they just, like, I love a good montage, and a cleaning montage is always great, but the montage was hilarious. So Connor, he's just like scooping stuff in a dustpan, and he'll just like throw it off camera like willy-nilly. Like, he's just not even throwing it at anything. He's just throwing it in another area. And then yeah, like they're throwing like disco balls through TVs. Like, they'll just like put a poster or like put like a piece of paper in front of a hole. It's like fixed. Like, that cleaning montage was hilarious. So I really liked that as well. So yeah, in terms of comedy, the comedy was great. So we're doing this a little backwards. Like I said, it's a horror comedy, but now we're gonna get into some horror stuff. So I really liked the look of the puppets or the monsters. They were really cool. All of them were really cool, but I liked Frankie Freako the best. He had this, he kind of looked like a devil or like a demon. He was really cool, and then he was kind of iced up. Like, he had a couple like spiky silver bracelets. He had like the Versace shades going on. They weren't really Versace, but they pretty much looked like Versace shades. So Frankie Freako, he had like that cool demonic devil monster look, but also he was iced up, and he kind of had a punk look going on. He was like an iced up punk demon guy. So yeah, he looked sweet. All the little puppet monster people, they look cool. There were some good creature effects. So the main villain like transforms into this final boss later on, and the creature effects on that, the practical effects on that are so cool. Like, he just becomes an absolute video game final boss monster. Like, he looks like a zombie, he looks like a zombie from the game Left 4 Dead. Like, he's got this like almost like hunchback thing going on. Wasn't there a zombie in that game that would have like almost like a hunchback and one giant arm? He looked like that. Like, I'm not recalling right now. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a minute since I played Left 4 Dead. I would probably play the second one more, but I played both of them. But it's been a minute since I played Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2. But if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, the he looked, yeah, like the main villain in this. He looked like this all like this zombie with like, yeah, hunchback. He was like disproportionate. He had like all these like things oozing out of him, like all these spikes coming out of him. He was sweet. So I liked the creature effects on him. And then uh, Frankie, he like, if you put a cross in front of him, he would go like full demon mode, and he would transform into this like super demonic looking monster. So that, I really like that too. The creature effects were awesome on that. So in terms of some horror stuff, I just wanted to talk about the creature effects and the practical effects and all like the monster-esque stuff. I thought it was great, and yeah, I was a fan. And the last little point that I want to get into is just talking about the overall tone of this movie. So for people who are unfamiliar with this movie, it has a really tame tone. It has a very lighthearted tone. On the internet, it says that it's rated G. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's really rated G. Like, maybe it is. Maybe the G rating, like, maybe you could be like a little raunchy and still get a G. Like, there's really no swearing in the movie. I think maybe they say the A word one time. Maybe they say damn one time. There's like a little bit of gore and violence, but nothing crazy. And yeah, like there's some adult themes, but it's not like you're seeing any nudity, and there's really no talk of, sex or anything. So yeah, it's like a pretty tame movie. I feel like this could be a family watch. This could, like, if you're like if you're a parent, like, you could let your young kid watch this. Like, it's this. I don't know if it's supposed to be a kids movie or for adults, but like, kids could definitely watch this movie. But as a grown individual, as a gentleman who is in his late 20s, I thought it was really enjoyable. So this movie, I just wanted to like end with this point, like, this movie is very tame. So if people are like on the fence about checking it out, I want people to know that it's tame, but it's still very fun. Like, initially I wanted to watch this movie, and then I saw that it was rated G, and I was like, well, maybe I don't want to watch that. Maybe this is like too tame, and maybe, I can't enjoy it because I'm not the target audience. But I really enjoyed it, and I thought, even though it was tame, you didn't notice that. It was still super funny. All the action and the horror was still on point. So yeah, I just wanted to like let people know that it's tame, but that didn't hinder my experience. So there you go. That's all we need. So in terms of a recommendation, man, oh man, I would definitely recommend this. This was a great movie. Super creative, super fresh, but like at the same time nostalgic. It's a great homage. You can see the inspiration. The comedy's on point. The effects are on point. It's a good movie. So I would definitely recommend Frankie Freako. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's free on Tubi. It's only like an hour and 22 minutes. So, I mean, what do you got to lose? So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, that's been my recommendation, and that has been my review. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.